This is Germany by Rodrigo Orejarena. In March of 1948, Great Britain, the United States, and France announced their plans to merge Germany, the German occupation zones. They planned to name it the Federal Republic of Germany. This angered the Soviets, and their response was a blockade around Berlin. The United States plan shocked the Soviet Union, known as the Berlin Airlift. In this, in 10.5 months, 270,000 supply runs were made in Berlin. By 1949, the Soviets realized their failure, and Germany was split into East and West Germany.
So this is the Iron Curtain. So after World War II, Czechoslovakia had a divided government. Their government elected government dominated by communists, but also included non-communist parties. In 1961, Czechoslovakia was the last major country to fall into power of the Soviet Union. The Iron Curtain falls on Czechoslovakia. In February 1948, Joseph Stalin gathered Soviet troops in Czechoslovakia and demanded the formation of an all-communist government takeover. The Soviet Union/communist government took over and ended Czechoslovakia's democratic post-war world. Truman was alarmed by this military takeover because he realized Stalin would not accept a capitalist government. The Soviet Union takeover of Czechoslovakia brought drastic changes to the country's political and economic life. Czechoslovakia's freedom was taken away and their views were silenced, and communist leaders arrested, tried, and jailed all who opposed their beliefs.
After this, Europe became divided from NATO versus the Warsaw Pact. Czechoslovakia was not the only country to feel Soviet pressures after the 1940s, when the USSR tightened its grip on its satellite nations. Both of the superpowers formed new military alliances. In 1949, NATO was created, its members originally being the US, Canada, Denmark, Britain, Italy, Iceland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, the Netherlands, Norway, and Portugal. Greece and Turkey became members in 1952, followed by West Germany in 1955. This prompted the USSR to create the Warsaw Pact in 1953 with Eastern European countries: the Soviet Union, Albania, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Hungary, Poland, and Romania. NATO and the Warsaw Pact were enemies, and following both of their formations, Europe was formally divided into two armed camps.
This is Hungary by Tristan Quadrado. So this is the flag. In October 1956, dozens of Hungarians took part into a brief revolt against communist government. They ran protests with Imre Nagy as the leader. Imre Nagy aimed to free Hungary from Soviet domination. He declared that Hungary would withdraw from the Warsaw Pact and appeal to Western nations, help stave off Soviet aggression. Soviet leaders ended this by sending out tanks and soldiers that put the Soviet-backed leaders into power. In Hungary, Nagy was put into trial and was killed. Hungarians thought that the U.S. would come and aid them with guns, but this never happened.